We're live. It's the Lynn and Sheryl show. I'm Lynn Serrano.
Sheryl Isenhour.
Oh my goodness, it's gonna be a show. I can see it now, and my mouse is giving me a hard time. So we'll be right back after this. Welcome back. Hi, Sheryl. How are you?
So it's Monday 3. Okay, not a problem. Like I told you, my puppies decided to go berserk at 4:30 this morning. So welcome, Amazon. But other than that, I'm doing well.
Well, I know you're going to be going to bed early or sleeping better tonight, maybe.
Nah, I'm good.
There you go. All right. Well, it's amazing what you can get done at 4 o'clock in the morning when you're waking up, huh?
Yeah, I got, believe it or not, I'll finish up it hopefully early. I won't get anything extra done because you know me, 12 o'clock comes, I'm done.
Yep. Hi, Bob. Nice to see you.
Or I might not be done, but I'm totally slow.
Yeah, it's break time for the whole day. So, you picked this topic today. What new idea?
I just saw that on the internet. You know me, I'm always talking about one more thing. Do the one thing that makes the rest of your day good. And then, but I liked it because it went on to say it was talking about one new idea a day. If you can pull it up, if you can help someone else have a new idea, it's amazing what you can get done and how you can grow. Just don't have major stupid ideas like I do. Make them small.
Well, I like the concept because truly, if you think about it, most of the time, people are playing the same old record player or record on the record player. So make new, make time for something new in your brain, even if it's something small. At least, you know, you're changing that. Moving the needle is what I like to say.
Well, and it's something fresh, and especially if you've got a bunch of people talking around and doing, having a conversation and mind, just mind warping there. It's amazing what new ideas, and especially if you're an employer, come up with a new idea for your employees. If you're a mom, come up with a new idea for your kids. Doesn't necessarily have to be a new idea for you, but something that makes your relationship with your kids, your employees, your spouse, just your friends, something that's good.
Yeah, I like that because sometimes we say other things for mindset and we hear it all the time, but we don't do it. So using the words one new idea, I think is a newer concept to hear instead of, I mean, like we have gratitude, list that people say put the gratitude with or what's good today or what's new today and that kind of thing. But a new idea, new concept, even to an old thought, can really change a needle because I think the more you stay open to just hearing different ideas and hearing different things, you're expanding your thoughts and not staying stuck in the rut.
Well, we get down the same rabbit hole every day. We really do. If you're not real careful, and that's not where people excel. It's where they can take the least thing. I mean, this one new idea. I mean, something I've always I try to do, but I'd never just put a word to it if that makes any sense. And I saw it as soon as I read. I never read the article. Well,
Okay.
I did later, but when I had just read the title, "One New Idea." It's when I sent it to you the other day because I knew that was something that probably resonates with everybody, male, female, whatever. And it's just it's just something you need to do to grow.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think sometimes we stay in the moment. of what we're doing, and we never give ourselves a new idea that, sometime on, especially when the kids are growing up, you feel like those kids will never leave your home. Sweet. You remember that, and then all of a sudden they're gone, right? So,
And
you got to get a new idea.
ideas. I wish I had my kids back home.
Right, right. So that's what I mean. It just you've got to really look at everything is changing. Everything always changes. That's one thing that's constant in the world, and yet sometimes we forget that. Like all my grandbabies, and even when I was pregnant, it seemed like that due date would never come, or they're never coming. That seems like the longest wait to anything, and then next thing my grandson's going to be in 3 days, he's going to be 2 months.
Or mine are in their 20s, so we might.
Yeah, so it's just, where does the time go then?
Well, and the thing about it is, you said the things are changing. Yes, everything's changing around you, but are you changing?
Right.
Are you holding that same old box that you've held for 10 years? It's time to set it down and try something new. I mean, I ordered a jigsaw puzzle yesterday.
Oh,
Okay.
I like that.
I haven't put a jigsaw puzzle in together forever, but it was of the zodiac, and where my mind stays about half the time is in the clouds. But it was like, okay, it's good for your hands, it's good for your mind. And I didn't think about it. I saw it, I ordered it. And it was just like, okay, now when are we going to put it together? So my new idea now is to figure out when I'm going to put it together. I own it. But I don't think a lot. Sometimes I need to think a little more, but I'm more of a reactive. We've got that part figured out.
Yeah.
And so I ordered it, and I'm looking forward to getting it because I think it's going to be really cool.
Yeah. Now I wish I was going to be over by your area, because I do love doing jigsaw puzzles, and my dad, I would bring him to Puerto Rico when he lived there, and it would be funny because sometimes we were always competitive about it. It's like, who's gonna get this section done? Who's gonna get more pieces? And he'd get frustrated. Don't buy no more puzzles. I don't want to do no more puzzles. I might have to get a puzzle when I go see him here next month. But
well, I was the mean daughter with puzzles. I always snitched out 2 pieces and stuck them in my pocket. And my mom would freak out. They didn't send all the we did that. We did this with every puzzle. They didn't send the puzzles, and finally she'd look at me. Do you have them? Because I was determined to put the last piece in.
And my dad, he'd always try to be the one that's always, look, I did it. And I'd get like the New York, the Kincaid puzzles were really good and stuff. But, it really is one of those things where we should challenge our brains. Our brains are such an amazing tool, and we don't use it. We don't use it for half the capacity. We know that, but trying to get a new idea. Well, it might be a new idea to you, but it may have been around for years and years, collectively, who knows? But I do like the idea of at least think of a new idea every day.
And, don't just think of it, do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the other problem. We think, but we don't do.
Yeah, and that a lot of people go to seminars or classes or this and that, and they think it's great. They're pumped, and then like that information just withers away. It's just like going to college and stuff. I mean, it's just you don't use it, you lose it.
And that's so true. Like, the older you get, the more you realize that. The good thing, the brain's such a super thing. It stores most of the stuff. It's just a matter of the filing cabinets get separated.
Yeah, for sure. I'm always challenging my mind of thinking of certain things, and then it's like, you've got to challenge your brain to think and react, and I think thinking things a different way of a new idea is a great thing too. And I love, like, when you see people that do the do-it-yourself stuff, how crafty And then taking something like that and saying, well, this is how I would do it, and create from there. You don't, sometimes you don't have it in your head of an idea, but you can look at something and look and think of it as a different idea of how to use something, or, like, like people that save stuff because one day I might use this for that.
Just throw it away. You'll need it next day. So
always happens.
But I mean, we've all done that. But you never know. And you get I'm on the second half here. You spend 40 years getting all the junk, then you spend the next 40 getting rid of it. I'm on the get rid of side.
Yeah.
And sometimes my new idea is to get up that morning and say, I don't care if hell freezes over. We're doing this today. And some days I just have to make myself, because it's not something I really want to tear out a closet that's perfectly closed.
Yeah, because when you start opening up and doing stuff, then you get halfway through because something needs your attention and it doesn't get done. I can relate to that. But yeah, you definitely gotta start thinking downsizing, because if not, when you're gone, your kids are just gonna be cussing you from here to kingdom come. Why'd they keep this? Why'd they keep that?
My kids have got where now that if I say, does anybody, they in unison, it's like, no. They don't even want to know what it is.
Yeah.
So,
well, you get to that point, but again, the concept is you're trying to take care of it now than later. So,
yeah. And our house is way too big for us. It is now, but heaven help, something happens to one of us, the other one's got to sift through this stuff. And it's a lot of it really has no use to be saved. It's the one new idea is the piece you can get rid of that you really don't know. I mean, the clothes from 15 years ago, will they come back around? Probably, but are they going to fit when they get here? Probably not.
So the new concept is, some things you just got to put away or get rid of. And not only that, they may come around, but you may not like that style no more. You may not just,
And there's so many people that can use it right now. If you don't need it, if it's something that you're not going to use, there's so many people that can. We have clothes drives in our area about every 2 or 3 times a year, and I like to give to those because I know where they're going. I know they're going to burn rooms and things like that. So it doesn't hurt as bad to get rid of something, quote, with the tags still on it.
Oops.
Like I own a few of those.
Yeah. Well, Sheryl, would you like to say anything in closing? Because I mean, like I said, I think this was a straight to the point kind of concept, and we don't need to beat it any more than it already has been.
No, we're out on another rabbit hole.
Yeah.
No, I just challenge everybody out there listening now or listening later to try to take this and do it for a while and see if it works for you. See if it makes you a better person to yourself, not to anyone else, because this is not for anybody else. This is for you and you alone. So I challenge anybody out there to take it and try it.
Thank you for your wisdom always, Sheryl, and I love you very much.
Love you too.
All right. I think it's a wrap.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You're like